Anyone who's followed me on social media over the last 12 months knows that my favourite person in all of sport is the English professional darts player Stephen the Bull Bunting. And while there's many reasons for this, the story of Bunting's rise, fall and resurrection of his career is certainly a big part of it. Stephen started playing darts at 11 and turns out he was pretty good. He made his way through the youth in the old BDO system, culminating in winning 2 Windmill World Masters and winning the BDO World Championship in January 2014. He switched over to the PDC thereafter and made immediate headway by winning just the second PDC event he ever turned up for. He made some majors. He even got invited to a World Series event in Sydney in 2014. He made the final before losing to Phil Taylor. He got to the quarterfinal in his Ali Pali debut and was selected as a wildcard for the 2015 Premier League darts. He avoided mid-season relegation but finished a distant 8 in a field of 10. And this was really the start of bad times for Stephen, because after making the semi-final of the 2015 UK Open, he would not make the last 8 of a ranking TV major for more than 3.5 years. Despite picking up a Players Championship title away from TV in 2016, Stephen would later admit that during this time he was in a really bad state. His mental health went south very quickly. He battled with depression. He took it out on the family, and he admitted at a Eurotour event in 2017 that he was very close to just walking away from darts altogether. As a last resort, he went and saw a sports psychologist, and that really turned his life and his form around. He got to the last 8 of the 2018 Players Championship finals. He got back into the Premier League, at least for one night in 2020. And then in 2021, he picked up his first PDC title in 5 years. He got to the semi-final of the World Championship and the World Grand Prix. After a disappointing 2022, he had a great 2023, which saw him get into the top 16 at the end of the year for the first time in 8 years. And then in 2024, wowee, what a start. What a marvellous weekend that was in Milton Keynes. After a come-behind victory against Ross Smith, he beats Luke Humphries, Peter Wright, Nathan Aspinall and Michael Van Gerwen to pick up his 4th PDC title and his first major. A lovely moment for a lovely man. He'd gone from someone who was walking into venues thinking people were laughing at him to being the most popular player pretty much in the entire sport. The use of the "Let's Go Bunting" mental, social media, hashtag and stadium chant endeared him to plenty of people. His use of TikTok's been a big part of that. The titanium walk-on is fantastic. The increase from 12 gram to 18 gram darts has certainly helped his game big time. He reached the semi-final of the 2025 World Championship, meaning it was a no-brainer he would be selected for the Premier League and more World Series events, and he recently picked up his 5th PDC title at the Bahrain Darts Masters. Stephen Bunting, I would go so far as to say, he's the most popular person in sport right now, and the way his form is going, I expect him to pick up a ranking major in the next 12 months. This is Lorenzo Hayes, and that was just an opinion.